You think land is only for people with trust funds and influencer lives? Think again. There are still forgotten corners of America where raw land sells for around $500 an acre, real, titled parcels with coordinates, and sometimes a rutted track or faint signage that proves you're not dreaming. These places aren't always glamorous. Some are scorchingly hot, some are bone cold in winter, some have more jackrabbits than neighbors. But they share one thing: the cost of entry is shockingly low. We'll walk through 5 overlooked counties, explain what those $500 parcels actually look like, and give you a practical checklist so you don't buy a map square you can't use. If that sounds like your kind of chaos, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. We're diving in. What $500 per acre really gets you? Let's clear a myth. $500 per acre rarely means usable, build-ready land. Often, those listings are for raw parcels far from utilities, lacking recorded road access, and sometimes trapped behind private property. For $500, you're usually buying a rectangle on a map, legal description, deed, and not much else. That said, real opportunities exist if you know what to ask for: recorded easements, county-maintained roads, and parcels just outside neglected towns. The trick is separating realistic bargains from headline bait. Think of this like buying a fixer-upper, but the fixer-upper is often a piece of land with no driveway, no water, and a vague promise of good views. Number 5. Cochise County, Arizona. Cochise is wide, dusty, and dramatic. Expect desert basins, jagged ridgelines, and open sky. Parcels near the San Pedro drainage or farther from the highway can show up at bargain prices. Pros: outstanding solar potential, incredible sunsets, and privacy. Cons: water is often the limiting factor, brush fire risk can be real, and cell reception is spotty. Practical tip: target parcels within a mile of a maintained county road and demand to see recorded easements. Number 4. Costilla County, Colorado. Costilla sits where high desert meets mountain fringe. If you love thin air, starry nights, and rugged solitude, this is appealing land. Pros: scenic ridgelines, historic sites, and less development pressure than Front Range counties. Cons: tough winters, seasonal road closures, and possible conservation overlays near creeks. Practical tip: verify seasonal maintenance on access roads and check any historic or riparian protections. Number 3. Hudspeth County, Texas. Hudspeth is big blank space, massive horizons, little enforcement, and plenty of room to experiment. It's a playground for people who want to build unusual structures or practice primitive skills. Pros: enormous privacy and low regulatory friction in rural zones. Cons: extreme heat, long supply runs, and serious isolation. Practical tip: prioritize parcels close to small service towns like Sierra Blanca to shorten grocery and hardware trips. Number 2. Sharp County, Arkansas. Sharp County flips the script: green hills, creeks, and soil that actually grows things. This one's homesteader-friendly: small farms, gardens, and affordable acreage that can be turned productive with sweat equity. Pros: fertile ground, community resources, and reasonable access. Cons: floodplains in some valleys and localized subdivision rules. Practical tip: consult FEMA flood maps and county soil surveys before planting or siting structures. Number 1. Luna County, New Mexico. Luna is the off-grid poster child: desert silence, enormous skies, and parcels that still register as bargains. Pros: low taxes, sparse development in many rural tracts, and huge night skies. Cons: water scarcity, heat, and parcels that sometimes lack legal road access. Practical tip: check well logs, county water records, and historic water use before you fall in love with a photo of a view. Real-life scenarios and cautionary tales. People fall for photos and satellite thumbnails. I checked a steal once that looked perfect in the listing. A lonely scrub and a driveway. On the ground there was a locked gate and the seller's lot was actually surrounded by private ranch land, no legal access. Another buyer discovered the surface rights didn't include mineral rights and a company had active extraction claims. Moral: don't be the person who posts a proud deed photo while explaining you can't legally reach your land. Check the chain of title, recent tax payments, easements, and any recorded restrictions. Step-by-step due diligence checklist. Pull the legal description and the plat map. Know exactly what you're buying. Confirm recorded access and easements. Public road? Recorded easement? Don't rely on a dirt track. Check zoning, county ordinances, and temporary use rules. Some counties restrict long-term RV living. Research water, well logs, spring records, and watershed history. Search for liens, unpaid taxes, or special district assessments. Consider title insurance or local counsel for complex chain of title issues. Visit the parcel multiple times, different seasons and times of day. Document GPS tracks and photos. Building and living off-grid on a budget. Start with access and a level pad for a trailer or tiny cabin. Prioritize a basic solar system with batteries plus a generator backup. For water, rain catchment into cisterns is an inexpensive first step. Investigate well viability for longer-term plans. Composting or incinerator toilets can avoid costly septic permits in remote areas. Build incrementally, secure access and water, then layer in power, shelter, and food production as you go. Don't skimp on fire safety or defensible space if you're in brush country. Financing, taxes, and long-term plans. Many low-cost parcels sell cash-only or via seller financing with tough clauses. Interest might be high and default rules punitive. Taxes are usually low, but unpaid taxes can become a surprise. Factor in carrying costs, property taxes, site visits, insurance, and minimal maintenance. If you plan to develop, budget conservatively for road work, water hookups or well drilling, septic, and grid or off-grid power systems. How to find deals and avoid scams. Use county tax records, reputable land brokers, and county GIS maps. Ask for a title or abstract. If a seller refuses to provide a current title report or is evasive about chain of title, walk away. Beware, too good to be true, ads on general marketplaces. Many are speculative sellers with sketchy documents. A legit listing will let you see the deed, the plat, and recorded easements, and will be willing to close through a title company. Final tips. Start small. Buy a parcel with recorded access, visit it, and develop slowly. Network with locals, county clerks, land surveyors, and rural contractors know the real realities of dirt ownership. Want a downloadable checklist, sample easement language, and a buyer's email template for contacting county clerks? Comment with the county you're hunting and I'll post files in the next video description. If you learned something, smash that like, share with your friend who wants to disappear, and subscribe for more deep dives into weird land deals. See you in the scrublands, and bring sunscreen. Drop county names, weird listings, or your wildest build idea in the comments. I'll dig into records for the best ones.